What's up everybody, it's Igo, and in this video I'm going to be discussing whether or not we'll see Xenoblade X on the Switch. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing if you're into Xenoblade or JRPG content. Without further ado, let's get into it. The creators of Xenoblade X, Monolith Soft, and Nintendo have not made any direct claims that we're going to see Xenoblade X on the Switch. However, I believe that we have a really high chance of seeing Xenoblade X come over to the Switch. Now, I don't think it's going to get anything like Xenoblade DE got with a really nice remake, but I do think we would be more than likely to get a port of this game on the Switch. Xenoblade DE was ported over to the Switch and released back in March, I believe. Let me double check that. It was May 29th, not March, my bad. So there are a few factors that can really play into the success of Xenoblade Chronicles X, and the biggest of these factors is the incredibly high sale numbers of the Nintendo Switch compared to those of the Wii U. Nintendo released the Switch back in 2017 and it has sold over 60 million units to date and just keeps selling. As many of you have probably seen, the Switch is even selling out in stores and being scalped by price gougers on eBay and all sorts of other places. And the Wii U only sold an abysmal 13 million copies through its whole lifespan, which is pretty sad. So Xenoblade X, if it's ported over to the Switch, has a higher chance of success with such a large player base that the Switch has. Currently, the Xenoblade series is at an all-time high. Xenoblade 2 sold over 1 million copies. Xenoblade 1 sold 1.5 million copies in just 30 days. And we've seen some RPG YouTubers or even Xenoblade only YouTubers like Anel who grew over 30,000 subscribers in a short amount of time just from Xenoblade DE. The fan base is growing more and more every single day, and I can't tell you guys just how excited this makes me. The Xenoblade series is my favorite RPG series by far, and it's a ton of fun, and I'd love to see more people playing this game and having the opportunity to play Xenoblade X, but many just didn't have the chance because they didn't buy a Wii U. So the major thing right now that I think is holding Xenoblade X back from being ported over to the Switch is Monolith Soft is just busy. They just recently finished Xenoblade DE, which they were very, very busy with creating because they wanted it to be flawless. And some of you may have seen recently they actually updated the game with Korean subtitles and Korean voice acting, so somebody at Monolith was having to do all that work, and Monolith isn't a very large company, by the way. And another thing is they're working on Breath of the Wild 2, which a lot of fans are waiting on. So I'm sure Monolith is just swamped with things to do regarding those two games. There's also the unfortunate topic of the virus, which slowed down tons of game companies and everything else in the world, which made this port, if it ever does come, delayed, if that. However, I think we're highly likely to see it come around in 2020. It's the last major Wii U game that hasn't been ported over. We recently got a announcement for Super Mario 3D Land, I believe was the Wii U game that was being ported, that was the Mario game. And then we also have Pikmin 3 coming soon. I'm trying to think what else. There's so many major Wii U games that have just been ported over to the Switch, and Xenoblade X is the last one. It's the only one left. This really needs to get ported. I think it deserves it. I know this video is a bit impromptu. I'm not scripting anything here. I wanted to make this video just super quick because I'd love to see this game made, and I wanted to have a bit of a conversation with you guys about it. So I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments of this video, and then I'm going to get some other friends together who are all avid Xenoblade players, and we're going to start up a series called Xenoblade Conversations. This is a series I've wanted to start for a really long time now, I just haven't gotten around to doing it. My idea with this series is that we're going to have conversations about the Xenoblade games, across the board. So one day we may be talking about the best blades in Xenoblade 2, and the next day we might be talking about the storyline of Xenoblade 1 and all of the foreshadowing that happens so early on in the game. So leave your comments down below, let me know what you want to see in Xenoblade Conversations, what you want to hear us talk about. I'd love to have y'all's feedback. Thank you so much for everyone who made it this far through the video and has been supporting my channel and my content. I'm going to have some more videos coming around that are going to be much more formulated, scripted, and cleaned up, so be on the lookout for those. And as always, thanks for watching.